Hello dear viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Our today's topic is control statements in Python programming. Let's get started with today's video, okay? So first of all, we will discuss what is control statement, what is sequential execution of statements in the Python program. What do you mean by sequential execution of statements in Python program? Okay, so when statements are executed serially one by one after another, we call it a sequential execution. For example, there are 10 statements in Python program, and first of all statement 1, then 2, then 3 and so on. Sequentially they are executed till 10 serially. We call it sequential execution. Generally the sequential execution we are using when we want to do some simple programs. Okay, our problem is simple, our program is simple. In that case we use sequential statements. Okay, we will also take example of that. Okay, now for simple programs we have sequential statements, but what if the problem is complex and we want to design a complex program to solve that complex problem? Okay, clear? Our program has some levels of complexity in it, and in that levels programmer has to move from one statement to another statement while skipping the statements which are in middle. Means he wants to control the flow of execution of the statements. Whatever statements are there in the program, he wants to control the flow of execution of that statements in Python program. So how will he control the flow of execution? Yes, the answer is control statements. With the help of control statements, Python programmer can control the flow of execution of statements. Suppose there is a set of statements and he wants to execute that set of statements again and again. For example, the set of statements need to be executed 4 times, 5 times, 7 times as per the application. So he wants to execute the particular set of statement again and again. Okay, for that he has to use the control statements, looping statements. And if he wants to jump, suppose there is a 10-line code, he wants to jump from statement 2 to statement 8. He wants to skip the statements in the middle. Then again he has to use control statements. Now what are the examples of that control statements? See here, if a statement, okay, if is a control statement which we use in Python programming to control the flow of execution. If is given, and after if we are writing the condition. If that condition is true, statements under that if condition are executed. Okay, now if you want to execute another set of statements when condition is false, we use if else condition control statement. If condition is true, statements under if are executed. If it is false, statements under else are executed. Okay, this is for skipping some statements for a temporary time. Now while and for loop. These are while and for. These are the loops, looping statements. We are using these statements to execute a set of statements which are in the program again and again and again. Okay, clear? So break statement, when the flow is going on, when the looping statement is going on and we want to break it in the between, we use a break statement. And if we want to continue the flow of execution, we use continue statement. And if we are using functions in our program, for example, functions are used when we want to perform a particular operation again and again. So instead of writing the same code again and again in our program, we are using functions. So here return statement is used to return from function, okay, to exit from function. Alright, or return a value, okay, it returns a value and exits. Okay, now here see this example. This is the program to calculate area of circle. Okay, program to calculate area of circle. Now this is a very simple program in which we are using sequential statements. This Python program is executed sequentially because our task is simple, that is to calculate the area of circle. Now first statement is import math. We are importing math module in the library. Okay, now next is R. We are declaring a variable. Here in Python we don't have to use int R like C, float R, int R. No, we don't have to use those statements in Python. We can directly write a variable R equal to float. Because why float? because whatever input we want from user, we want it in the decimal point format. We want the number with a decimal point. That's why float, then inside bracket input, enter R. So enter R will be displayed on your screen. You will be entering the radius. Okay, now this input function is used to take inputs from user. It's an inbuilt function in Python to take input from user. Okay, and whatever input is being taken, it is converted into float. Okay, and if we want integer, we can also write here int. Okay, now here next variable area, math.py. Now pi is a constant in the math module, and if you want to import pi from math, we use math.py. So to calculate area of circle, we use a pi r square. Alright, pi r square is a formula to calculate the area of circle. So here math.py, we are importing pi from math module into our radius, exponentiation 2. What do you mean by that? When asterisk is used 2 times, asterisk, it acts as an exponential. R power of 2 means r square, pi r square, like that. Okay, clear? So when we write asterisk 2 times, it acts as an exponentiation operator, and we are using that operator here. Alright. So now after whatever the computations are being performed, after we enter the radius, the result is stored in the variable area. Okay. Now we want to display our output. Whatever the computations are being performed, we want it to display on the monitor screen. For that, we have print function. Print function is used to display your output on the screen. Okay. So print area of circle equal to whatever is the calculations which is stored inside this variable will be displayed. So your output will be area of circle equal to some number according to your radius. So that's all about today's lecture. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like my video, and please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you.